You're looking live at the Victoria Rec Center for Bantam B1 Hockey After Dark. Tonight's District 6 matchup featuring the home team, Chaska-Chanhassen Gold, wearing their home gold jerseys, taking on the visitors from Prior Lake, donned in their navy blue and yellow jerseys. Prior Lake, the number 3 team in the state, according to Youth Hockey Hub. Take that for what it's worth. Prior Lake 4-0-2 in District 6. Again, take this for what it's worth, but Prior Lake is 18-1-2 overall, again, according to Youth Hockey Hub stats. Chaska-Chanhassen 8-6-5 overall. If you want to count the scrimmage that was played Saturday or Sunday of last weekend against the other Chaska-Chan team, maybe they're 9-6-5, but that was an unofficial scrimmage. Stormhawks playing 2 players short of a full roster, both due to injury. Matthew Tyler, who's in attendance, broken ankle from the last tournament up in Blaine, and slated for hopefully a January return. And Dylan Olson out with I'm not going to play amateur doctor, but a suspected concussion stemming from a questionable hit against the other Chaska-Chanhassen team. Starting lineup for the Stormhawks. In net, as always, Nathan Brandt. Your starting forwards, I believe it'll be Kieran Kurt at center, yep. Tyler Ramaka at left, Dawson Perry at right. Your defensemen are Quinn Johnson and Blake Bigglebach. And we're about to get underway here. Face-off control by the Lakers. They'll go D to D through the middle. And into the zone they come on the attack. Cuts to the middle, cut off nicely there by Perry. And now it's Johnson will battle down low. Kurt creates a turnover, dumps it to Ramaka. Ramaka across the red line, protecting the puck, one hand on it. All across to Kurt, bouncing puck in front. Kurt whacks at it, almost not able to beat the goaltender. Goaltender stayed down and cut that off. Stormhawks with their first real game in quite some time. They had a game, District 6 game at Prior Lake that we'd rather not talk about. It was a 3-3 tie. Felt like a loss for the Stormhawks. Here come the Stormhawks now into the zone, down the left side of Ramaka. A long, high shot, goes well over the net, comes all the way out, and hops Bigglebach's stick. He gives to Girding. Girding waits, lost control of it there. It's getting help from Bigglebach. Bigglebach breaks up the rush, and Girding picks up the loose puck and tips it out to neutral ice. Then it's dumped in by the Lakers, and Bigglebach will be first on it behind Brandt. Backhands it over to Azanoff. Azanoff touches to Wisenin, and Wisenin tips it out of the zone. He'll chase it into the Lakers zone. Good pressure there, but a nice pass by the Lakers. They get it out and into Stormhawk territory. Battle for it behind the net. Prior Lake wins control. Defenseman flash down to the zone there. That's a chance there for Chaska-Chanhassen to go up. Here's Wisenin. Wisenin down the right side. Tried to feed it across to Azanoff, and that pass was deflected. And now Prior Lake right back on the attack. Good end-to-end action so far. Here's a shot saved by Brandt. First puck he's seen in a while. Here's a turnaround shot saved by Brandt. Knocked down in front, and Brandt stops it there, closes off the post on the near side. Nathan Brandt, although he's been the goaltender of record in every game, and in the last scrimmage against Chaska-Chanhassen Purple, he had a shutout, but he didn't see. If he had 10 shots, 10 saves, that was maybe generous. There were not a lot of shots on net. Here's the shot, right on, rebound, and it's shoved aside. Now pushed out in front. Spalding battling, helping to create a turnover to Hokkinen. Hokkinen pushes out to center ice, and Lindell chasing. They don't get control. Prior Lake with it. Long shot gloved by Brandt. Late arriving crowd for the Stormhawks, or at least a portion of the Stormhawk fan base, as their probably still waiting for their bill at Vic's in downtown Victoria for that all-essential safety meeting. Kurt won that face-off back to Johnson. Johnson's pass up the wall is turned away. Now Kurt with it, gains the red line. No, it's gloved down. And on the attack come the Lakers. Loose puck in front, pushed away by Brandt. Loose puck still. They whack away at it. Eventually Johnson pushes it off to the corner. And it's flipped out, intercepted by the Lakers at the red line. They're right back on the attack. They dump it in. It'll be Lund to chase. Good stick by Lund, and then a good stick by Kurt, creating a turnover. Then a nice one-touch pass to Perry. Perry 1-on-3. And that's what you don't want to do there, is you don't want to turn the puck over at the blue line. You can't stick handle at the blue line. You got to get that puck deep. It's not the sexy thing to do. Here is Perry now. This time he tried to get it deep. It went off a shin guard and bounces out to Biggelbach. Biggelbach gives to Girding. Girding in his own zone. Off the end wall, back to Biggelbach. And then it bounces off a Prior Lake stick. Loose puck in front. Save! And then off the post by Brandt. Push up the wall. Not out. Girding. Off of Ramaka's stick. Turned over. Sharp angle shot. Save. Goes behind the net. Off the skate of the official. And then it's pushed out by Perry and knocked down by a defenseman. Where is it? Now they regroup through the neutral zone. Come the Lakers. Girding breaks up the rush briefly, and then Prior Lake able to shove it in. Biggelbach will reverse, and Ramaka has some time and space. He'll do a long pass to Palmquist. Palmquist cuts to the middle. Palmquist, shot opportunity came there. He got a shot off, maybe a little later than I would have liked. Easy save there by the goaltender. Lund intercepts a pass. Now it's Azanoff, gets it into the Prior Lake zone. Prior Lake, D-to-D pass, and they're out. Comes all the way down, and icing is going to be waved as it hit a Prior Lake stick just across the red line. Pass in front, one-time shot, saved by Brandt. Good hard hit by Spalding, and they're going to call a penalty there for what? Spalding hit the player with the puck, and they're going to call a penalty there. And still haven't seen a signal. Called a cross-check. I'm not sure if that's a cross-check. You're going to have to go back and look at that. I don't know if he had two hands on his stick. That was just a bigger player hitting a smaller player. That's what that penalty was, in my opinion, but what do I know? So power play for the Lakers, their first of the game, 10:19 to go, scoreless. Face-off won by the Stormhawks, but the puck comes out to the point. Shot misses the net. Comes to the near wall. Johnson defending down low. Up to the point. Long shot saved by Brandt. Kind of fought it a little bit, and then it's flipped up and not out. Long shot, and this time Brandt fields it cleanly and gets a whistle. Again, this Prior Lake team ranked number 3 in the state, 18-1-2. Their lone loss on the season, a 1-0 loss to Mankato, who I know nothing about. Puck comes out of the zone, and then a whistle for some reason. Guess we're going to call it offsides, even though I think he stopped it out of the zone. But officials aren't perfect. Prior Lake, their lone loss on the season to Mankato. There's a shot blocker saved by Brandt. And their two ties are to, I believe, two District 6 foes. Yeah, Eden Prairie, who this Chaska Chanhassen team plays. There's a shot, comes on net, and Brandt save. The two ties, again, Prior Lake tied Eden Prairie, who the Stormhawks play on Saturday, I think. There's a great chance for the Lakers. Shot saved by Brandt. The other tie for Prior Lake on the season was to Edina Green, which was a team that Chaska Chanhassen defeated on a road District 6 matchup 2-3 weeks ago. So about halfway through the Spalding cross-checking penalty, This face-off won by the Lakers. Pressured at the blue line. Keeping it in nicely there. Long shot. Shoulder save by Brandt. Didn't see that super cleanly, but got a shoulder on it. Now behind the net, comes out in front to Brandt. Loose puck in front. Pushed away by Bigglebach to the side of the net. And a quick whistle. And we're going to have another face-off with 40 seconds to go on the Spalding penalty. Welcome back, our viewers who have struggled to see this team play in their last, 4 games or so. Finally, we have reliable internet and should have the same at our next 2 games as they are both in Chaska or Victoria. Here's Prior Lake with the puck now in the near corner on the power play. There's a shot tipped by Bigglebach and gloved by Brandt. Little awkward play there by Brandt as he was already down on his knees to stop a low puck, and the puck went high over his head and kind of had to reach up for it. This faceoff won by Kurt, rimmed around. Let's see if Ramaka can tip it out. Bouncing puck, and Prior Lake able to keep it in. Pass to the slot, goes through everybody. Now it'll be girding off the wall to Ramaka, touches to Kurt. Shorthanded 2-on-1. Kurt in. Across to Ramaka. Great chance there as Ramaka just out of his reach, not able to tuck it in as Spalding comes out. Now here's Kurt. He'll whack it in and go for a change after the penalty expires. And that was might have been the best chance. In fact, it was the best chance of the game for the Stormhawks so far. There's a chance right in front. Nice job of Johnson to break up that pass. Kicked ahead to Wiseman. Wiseman flips it out to safety. Here's Ramaka and Perry in alone. Ramaka across to Perry, and he can't tuck it in the open net. Perry up to Johnson. Long shot off the side of the net. It's Wiseman. Wiseman down to Ramaka. Ramaka, I think, had been out there a while as he was killing a penalty before. Let's see who wins this. It will be Ramaka to come out with it. He'll slow up. Try to cut to the middle. Sharp angle shot by Palmquist right on. Save. Palmquist fights through a check. Up to Johnson. Johnson, long shot. That's tipped away by a Prior Lake defender into the corner. Wiseman will chase. Good hard check thrown. And this official on the far side there does not like checking. He's going to call roughing. And again, the puck was right there. I don't know how you can continue to call penalties on players at the Bantam level when the puck is there. Shots 9-2 in favor of Prior Lake. Someone needs to get in the ear of that official and tell him this is not Pee-wee hockey. Here's a loose puck to Palmquist. He'll backhand it out all the way down. Icing should be waived. Azanoff chasing. Prior Lake will go D to D and will skate up, pass through the neutral zone and into the Stormhawk zone. Down the left side, try to feed it in front. Bouncing puck come to the slot, and it slides in safely onto Brandt. One of the frustrations that a lot of the players have had is that they call things kind of differently based on different levels. At the Bantam A and Bantam AA level, they don't call checks like that. They'll let physical play happen, and at the B1 level, it seems like they call a lot. And that's coming from A and AA players who watch games and say, why do they call these penalties? That's just physical play. Here comes Prior Lake down the right side. Sharp angle shot, bounces high over the net. Halfway through the Wiseman roughing call behind the net. Comes out in front, shot blocked by Lund. Bounces to the side of the net, and Brandt says, all right, I'll just get it myself. Put a glove on it with 6:01 to go in the opening period. Scoreless, and Prior Lake with an 11-2 shot advantage. A lot of that coming because of 2 power plays and questionable calls, but I'm slightly biased. Waiting for a center to take control here. Nobody wants to take the face-off. It will be Lindell. And predictably, Prior Lake wins that. There's a shot that gets deflected right on net, and Brant reacts nicely, breaking that up. Prior Lake gains control. Shot from the high slot, goes high into the corner. It'll be Bigglebach. Bigglebach will reverse, come around to Lindell. Lindell is cut off, and the Knight makes a nice play to gain control and get it out to Hokanen. And I'm not even sure that was offsides either. I'm not real sure about this official. And he says it should come all the way down here. And he says it should come into the zone. Wow. I'm not a fan of the larger of the two officials here, if you haven't gathered that yet. 23 seconds left to go on the power play for Prior Lake. Long shot, patted away by Brant. May have been going wide. In the corner, fronted by Girding. Girding tried to swing it out of the zone. That bounced over his stick. Prior Lake player goes down. And Prior Lake still with possession. Pass in front to the slot. Shot goes high and misses the net. Even strength once again as Kurt jumps on in replace of Weisenen. Loose puck comes out to the near point. Intercepted there by Spalding. Spalding through the skates of Kurt to Lindell, and Lindell gets it out across the red line. Bothered by Kurt. Now turned over to Lindell. Lindell backhands it deep and goes for a change. Spalding against 3 Lakers. Gets it in deep, and it'll be Ramaka to chase down there. He'll keep it in, and Kurt will be the first on the puck. Kurt will reverse back to Ramaka. Ramaka, yep, up the wall. Good play there to Lund. Lund back to Ramaka. Ramaka tried to cut to the middle, and it just slid off his stick. Now Lund reaches for it off a Prior Lake stick, and it should be a face-off right in front of the Prior Lake bench. Although I don't trust that taller official to do the right thing. Looks like he might this time.
Go, KK.
In my opinion, the strategy to beating a top team like this is to feed your defensemen and just throw pucks at the net. Pucks at the net and go for tips and rebounds. It's unlikely against one of the top teams in the state that you're going to beat them on pretty plays and that sort of thing. You're not going to get a lot of odd man rushes. You're not going to get a lot of zone time per se. But if you could feed your defensemen and throw pucks at the net, tips and rebounds, that's a great equalizer there. So we'll see if Chaska Chanhassen can utilize that today. 4:08 to go in the opening period, 0-0. Prior Lake gets the puck off the face-off. Bothered by Kurt up the wall, intercepted by Ramaka. Ramaka fights through a couple of stick checks, and then Kurt comes up with it. Tried to fight through a stick check himself. That's pushed off. And now in the far corner, Prior Lake with control. Nice heads-up play there by that Prior Lake player. Heads up as he went around the net looking at his options. Penalty coming again. And they're going to call it on Perry. And I didn't see a signal there. And it's really disappointing. I mean, just physical play is being penalized at the Bantam level, not preparing these players for high school hockey at all.
Go, CC!
Let them play. Pass by Prior Lake. Here goes Weisenen on the race. It'll be Prior Lake first on it. Nice pressure by Weisenen, keeping the puck deep. And turnover is going to come out to Girding, I believe that is. Girding off the wall and in to Weisenen. And now Prior Lake on the attack. And that doesn't materialize, but they pick up the loose puck at the red line into the zone. Kicked away by Brant. Pushed up the wall. And nice job to fight through a check is Palmquist. 2-on-1 with Weisenen. Palmquist in, shoots, save right into the Laker logo. And there's a good opportunity there on the shorthanded rush by the Stormhawks. Their best chances here have come either during a penalty kill or right after it. I got to say that was probably the right play by Palmquist. He had Weisenen coming with him, but Weisenen was kind of on his offhand. So if Palmquist shoots over to or passes over to him, Weisenen would have to open up to get a shot off. There's Prior Lake. Sharp angle shot goes high, misses the net. Picked up by the defenseman who's in deep. Now behind the net, bothered by Girding, slides into the corner. Now up to the point, bounces off the stick, and that allows Weisenen to knock it out. No icing, and they're going to get 3 out of 4 penalty killers to change. 40 seconds left to go. Here's a turnover to Hokanen. Hokanen tried to feed it over to Lindell, and that missed the mark. Now it's going to come out to neutral ice, and why not just waste some time? Pass the puck around. Play the 4 corners. Here's Hokanen with it. Didn't know he had it for a second there, and that allowed Prior Lake to come in with it. Prior Lake, dump pass, shot right on. Saved by Brant. Nice, easy save. Pass in front, shot, they score. One nothing Prior Lake with 1:44 to go in the opening period. Power play goal for the Lakers. One nothing Prior Lake, minute and a half left to play in the opening period. Power play goal by the Lakers. As right now my least favorite officials called some bad plays. There's a shot shot by Lindell, tipped in front. Now it comes out to Lund. Hokanen is pushed into the wall. They'll come up with it, getting some help from Spalding, and then it comes off a Hokanen's stick, and Prior Lake on the attack. Gets around Lund, gets helped back by Johnson, and Johnson stood his ground there, and that allowed the puck to eventually come out to Spalding. Spalding now 1-on-4. Spalding. And, of course, there's a makeup call. Just a weak call. Just let them play, but once again, it's our taller official that just doesn't like when guys fall down. But, hey, it's going to work out in Chaska Chanhasen's favor. We're going to have an interference call against Prior Lake. First power play coming in the game for the Stormhawks with 46.7 seconds to go. I'll credit the official. He's called it, I guess, evenly. Here's Bigglebach. Bigglebach down to Perry, in front to Kurt. He's covered by a couple of Lakers. Now Ramaka in the corner. He's pushed off the puck, fighting through that check. Bothered by Perry, and then they picked up the puck and flipped it down the ice. It'll be Girding in his own zone. Girding's pass intercepted at the blue line and flipped back in with 18 seconds left to play in the period. Bigglebach up to Perry. Perry over to Ramaka. That's intercepted, but that was offsides with 9.3 to go in the opening period. Bigglebach off the face-off over to Ramaka. Ramaka will go back to Bigglebach, and that will do it for the period. 1-0 after one. Prior Lake leading off a power play goal relatively late in the period. And the Stormhawks will have 1:14 left of power play time to start the second period. Prior Lake coming off of a tournament championship win up in Grand Forks. Right now they own second place in District 6 standings. Behind, I'm not entirely sure who they're behind. I didn't do that good of research. But Chaska Chanhasen facing what is arguably their hardest stretch of games for the season. We'll be taking on, obviously, tonight, number 3, Prior Lake. And then Eden Prairie, who tied this Prior Lake team. They'll face them on Saturday, and then on Sunday, Chaska Chanhassen will face the top-ranked team in the state, Edina White, who has been very impressive in the 2 times I've seen them.
Go, KK!
Chaska Chanhassen is shown to have the ability to play to the level of their opponents. They, for better or for worse, I mean, they defeated Edina Green in a game they were very much outshot, and then they tied a New Prague team that was not nearly as good as this squad, but
Come on, guys, you got it.
so you never know. You're going to need some more shots. There's Kurt with a turnover in front, or tried to feed it in front. There's a turnover at the blue line and offsides. Correct call there. .56 seconds left to go on the power play for the Stormhawks. Face-off control by Perry. Throws it hard off the wall. And he'll regather control in his own zone. Feeds it across to Ermaka. A little too hard for him. And now it's Lund.
Go, Lund, push it forward.
Lund, long shot. Saved by the Laker goaltender.
What do you mean you're gonna have?
Our color commentary tonight provided by Casey Kurt. No statistician work this evening, as you know, there's a little bit of snow and it's a long drive this time of night for our statistician. Prior Lake will keep it in with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Prior Lake with control here and looking now like a Laker power play. Good play there by Weisenen. Weisenen now in, fighting through a check. Doesn't know where the puck is. It's behind. Comes to Azanoff. Azanoff tried to touch it to Weisenen. Weisenen over to Palmquist. Palmquist will reverse it, and both of his teammates went to the front of the net. Prior Lake will get an outlet pass intercepted by Bigglebach. Prior Lake on the attack, intercepted by Weisenen. Weisenen pass goes right through the body of Ayazanov into the Lakers zone. From the Lakers into the offensive territory, saved by Brandt. High bouncing puck, almost went over the head of Brandt. Made the initial save, but it went almost straight up. It just bounced in the crease, and then it's fed out of the zone. All the way down as icing is waved. I'm not sure exactly why. Long stretch pass, and offsides is the call, as I think the Laker might have taken a step into the zone quarter of a second early. And we'll have the face-off back in Laker territory. Again, Chaska Chanhassen playing 2 players short of a full lineup. Both players out due to injury. Matthew Tyler with an ankle, well, let's just say lower body, and Dylan Olson with an upper body injury. There's Lund. He fanned on a shot, and that creates a 2-on-1. In they come. Shot score. Lund fanned on the shot in the offensive zone. That allowed Prior Lake to pick up the puck, skate in on 2-on-1, pass across, and a nice sharp shot over the glove of Brandt, and it's 2-0 Lakers. That's the sort of play that, you know, obviously Josh Lund was not trying to do that. He just, he swung and missed. And against a team like Prior Lake, that's tough. Can't give up too many of those grade A scoring chances. So 2-0 with 12.5 to play in this game. Here come the Lakers. Good defense there by Johnson. Now it's Lund with it. Probably with a little extra motivation to do something. Fanned on the pass there, regained control. Fed it all the way around. It's going to come all the way out, I think. It does. And Prior Lake coming on a abbreviated 2-on-1 rush, or it could have been a 2-on-1 rush. They couldn't chase down the puck in time, and it's icing instead. Shots 14-5 in favor of the Lakers. Not surprising, as they are one of the top teams in the state. Chaska Chanhassen with a few really good scoring opportunities, but that's it. There haven't been a lot of the mediocre opportunities. And really, Prior Lake hasn't had a lot of the grade A chances. They've had essentially one. They scored on that, and then they scored on another one. There's Perry. Perry across to Ramaka, kicks it ahead, and just couldn't control it enough. Now it's Perry. Perry kicks it to himself. Into the zone, shot, save.
Oh, nice shot, Perry.
This line has shown some jump here, I'd say. They've had some decent chances. Bouncing puck intercepted in the slot, and Prior Lake right on the attack. Really quick attack now into the zone, and that's well offsides. And then there's a hard hit after the whistle. No call coming by either official, which you would have think that this official would have called it. .11:27 to go in the second period. Prior Lake leads 2-0 over Chaska Chanhassen Gold. First period power play goal by the Lakers, and then a 2-on-1 even strength goal in the second period. There's Palmquist creating a turnover on the forecheck. Prior Lake will come out with it. Fanned on outlet attempt. Closed off by Azanoff. Azanoff loses his stick. Bouncing puck in the left circle, and then it slides over to the Lakers. One pass up to the red line, and they're on the attack again. Lund defending. Pass in front. Comes up to the left circle. Shot saved by Brandt. Brandt square to the puck there. Face-off won by the Lakers. Shot goes off the side of the net. Bouncing puck to Azanoff. It's just sitting there at the blue line. Lund eventually gets it out. Now they battle for it along the blue line. Comes to Palmquist. He goes down as he tried to get it in. Now comes the Lakers on the attack. Kind of a 2-on-1. Slowly happening. And no shot gets on. Now it'll be Johnson. Johnson through the middle to eventually to Palmquist. Palmquist cuts to the middle. Palmquist into the zone, now cuts to the left side. Palmquist protecting the puck. Nice job there by the defenseman to just push him off of it. That's your textbook check there. Bigglebach keeps it in. Now Spalding. Spalding to try to give it to Palmquist. Then almost back to Spalding. Just out of his reach. Sliding puck pushed away by Girding. And then Spalding overskates there for a moment, allowing Prior Lake to tip it in and keep the forecheck going while a change was happening. Good pressure there. Good physical play by, I think it was Bigglebach. Now he'll go off the wall to Lindell. He'll try to feed it out of the zone. That's cut off. Getting help from Hokanen. Kept in by Prior Lake. Going to roll in on Brandt. And we'll have a whistle with 9:24 to go in the second period. 2-0 Lakers. Spalding with it. Cross the blue line, cross the red line. Into the zone, around one defender, regathers control. He's taken down. Penalty not called there. That's a tripping call unless he just fell down on his own. I don't know how they don't call that. And now there's a whistle for the net being off, which is a constant problem at this rink. 9:04 to go. That looked semi-promising, that play there by Ryan Spalding, as he had the puck with control. And either lost an edge or was taken down. It's hard to say. Here's Ramaka. Ramaka over to Perry. Perry in across the curd. Oh, it's just a bouncing puck. Hopped over his stick and he couldn't get a shot off. That was a nice little play. Ramaka to Perry to Kurt, and it just didn't materialize. Again, this line has shown a little bit of chemistry, a little bit of ability to make some plays. And now it's Ramaka. It's going to go 1-on-3. Ramaka through the skates. If he's going to call interference earlier, how do you not call interference there? A little inconsistency here by the officiating. And here come the Lakers. Shot, block, save by Brandt. Now into the corner, and nobody's chasing it except for Prior Lake. They're going to be the first on it, and they're allowed to keep it in that way, as Chaska Chanhassen's defending is kind of taking a break here. Bigglebach around to Perry. Perry around one, can't get around the next. It's tipped to the side of the net, and Brandt wisely gets a glove on it, as the Stormhawk players were gassed at the end of their shift. We're almost halfway through this game, 7:52 to go in the second period. Lakers lead 2-0 over the Stormhawks. The first of three District 6 games for Chaska Chanhassen this weekend. Johnson up to Palmquist. Palmquist across to Azanoff. Azanoff, nice job of supporting the puck there and making himself available for that outlet pass. Now Johnson in his own zone will feed it across. Try to get to Palmquist. He does. Palmquist over to Weisenen. He's turned away, and that shot gets deflected into the corner for Lund. Lund up the wall to Azanoff. Gets up to the point, but kept in by the Lakers. Now behind Brandt. Pass intercepted up high to Palmquist. Palmquist to Weisenen. Weisenen will go down the right side, tip it behind a defender, try to feed it in front, and it's at the side of the net. The goaltender gets a glove on it. We'll have a face-off. So I was saying earlier, my strategy as the obvious expert here from the press box is just pucks at the net and crash the net. Throw pucks in the net and hope for tips and rebounds. Of course, you have to have possession of the puck to do that. And there hasn't been a lot of that for Chaska Chanhassen, as the Lakers have had a lot of possession. Lund up the wall to Lindell. Lindell tips it out and will chase. Off a skate, bounces to Lund. Lund tried to fight through a check. Still fighting. Nice effort there by Lund to at least make it a 50-50 puck, and it slides into the Prior Lake zone. Nice effort again by Lund. Now here's Lindell. Lindell tried to fight through a Prior Lake player. He's now 1-on-3, but it slides out to Hokanen. Hokanen with it. His shot. Glove save.
Nice shot.
Good hustle there. That shot was all created by hard work by that line. It wasn't anything about skill. It was just about being hard on the puck, not allowing Prior Lake any space, and just playing a heavier game. Here's a face-off 1-2. Ramaka, his shot into the glove of the Prior Lake netminder, going wide. And we'll see if they put a shot up on the board. They shouldn't, as it was definitely going wide. They don't have a shot up yet. This face-off won by Prior Lake up the wall, but turned away by Girding. Girding off the wall, but now a bouncing puck at the left circle. It'll be Kurt first on it. Kurt.
Beat it.
Up the wall to Bigglebach. Bigglebach, shot kicked away. Comes out to Girding. Girding will keep it in deep. Ramaka will chase. Ramaka tried to kick it ahead to Kurt. And there's a pass, long outlet pass. Breakaway for the Lakers in. Save. I think it was first a save and then off the post. I'm pretty sure Brandt got a piece of that before it hit the post. And you could see Nathan Brandt saying thank you to my right post. goaltender's best friend. That long, really long stretch pass worked out beautifully for Prior Lake. And although Nathan Brandt gives thanks to his right post, I think he got a piece of it before it hit that post. Prior Lake with control. Up to the point. Bothered by Palmquist. Nice little move there to stop and go the other direction. That was pretty. It doesn't result in anything, but that was a nice little play by the Prior Lake defenseman. Oh, for crying out loud, how do you call that? Oh my goodness. He just lost an edge. Oh my goodness. Player falls down and, oh, must be a penalty. Oh. You know, if he's going to call that, call Ryan Spalding for his trip. That's unbelievable. Face-off one, Prior Lake on the power play. They're fourth of the game, I believe. Here are the Lakers behind the net. Comes right out in front. Sharp angle shot shouldered away by Brandt. Weisenen pushes it through the center of the ice. Gets it out to safety. Right back on the attack come the Lakers. Pass in front. Backhand shot goes wide. Now up to the point. Good pressure by Weisenen. Weisenen fighting for it. Comes up with it and gets it out. Nice play by Weisenen. He's been one of the strongest players tonight for the Stormhawks. Now here's a 3-on-2 rush for the Lakers. Power play rush. And nothing happens there. Lund able to get a stick on it and push it to the corner. And Lund creates a turnover up the wall and out. 1 minute exactly left to go on the Quinn Johnson ridiculous holding call. This face-off control by the Lakers. Pass up to the point. Gets around Spalding. Shot saved by Brandt and no rebound to be had. Nice play there by number 1 in gold. .356 to go in the second period. Prior Lake leads 2-0. And it's whacked out all the way down. We'll see if it'll be icing. It should be. And the goaltender came out, so I'm not sure if that, I'm not entirely sure the rule there, so I'm not going to criticize that. But the goaltender came out like he was going to play the puck. You officials at home can tell me whether that is a thing or not, where they could have waived icing, but this face-off won by Prior Lake, up to the blue line, kept in, going wide. Now into the corner, Prior Lake player goes down. Lindell around him, up the dashboard. Penalty coming against somebody. Who's he calling? Holding on somebody. I mean, this is going to go in Chaska Chanhassen's favor, but just let him play a little bit. Holy cow. The tall official has called, if there have been 5 penalties, he's called all 5. And the other official has let them play. It's a little frustrating to watch, to be honest with you. It's pushed around the wall. Bigglebach will chase, but it'll come out of the zone. 4-on-4 for 15 seconds. Prior Lake with it. Sharp angle shot, saved by Brandt, comes to Bigglebach, pushes it around for Hokanen. And out comes Johnson. Hokanen's pass is intercepted and dumped in by the Lakers. Brandt will leave for Bigglebach. Bigglebach over to Hokanen. Hokanen across to Ramaka, but it hopped over his stick. There's one thing this Chaska Chanhassen team has struggled with this season. It's power play. Here's Spalding. Spalding had it taken off his stick pretty much by Ramaka as they both fought for it. Now it's Bigglebach back in his own zone. over to Spalding. Spalding will reverse, not getting any help. Trying to fight through the penalty killer, pushing in front to Lindell. Lindell handcuff Ramaka, and here comes Prior Lake on the shorthanded attack. Finally, Chaska Chanhassen with some control, and the outlet pass doesn't connect. Now Bigglebach in his own zone. Up the wall, and didn't have much on it. Now Kurt comes up with it, off the wall and in. Finally, it's into the Prior Lake zone, but they're the first on the puck. Chaska Chanhassen defenders were going for a change, and that allows Prior Lake to get it out. Long stretch pass, they go on the attack. Stood up by Johnson. He has his stick knocked out of his hand. And he knocks it out to Ramaka. Ramaka tips it ahead, but Prior Lake first on it. Now it's Perry, waits for Ramaka to clear. Perry will dump it in the corner. Power play over. No shots on that power play by the Stormhawks. Good job of Johnson to realize the player was coming out of the box. Now here comes Kurt, and he can't quite gain the zone. Loses control at the blue line. I think he tried to go one way, and the defender read that nicely and then cut him off there. And we have a face-off, or offsides, and a face-off at neutral ice with 1:08 to play. In the second period, Chaska Chanhassen trailing 2-0. You get the feeling that if the Stormhawks can just get one, if they can get in particular, if they can get the next one, we're going to have a game. 1 minute to play in the second period, and I've said it before, but the next goal is a big one. If it gets to 3-0, in my opinion, it's over.
Go, CC, go!
But 2-1, it's an entirely different game. Good play by Wiseman at the red line to cut off that rush, but Prior Lake right back on it. Nice little touch pass to number 4 in blue on the attack, protecting the puck, fed it out in front. Now Palmquist tried to push it ahead, and that's cut off. Wiseman in his own zone behind Brandt to Azanoff. Azanoff has space. He'll feed it to Palmquist off of his stick and right to Prior Lake, who just pushes it right ahead. Prior Lake really good at, when they get possession, it's one pass up the ice. That should have been offsides, and it is with 10.1 seconds to go in the second period. If there's one thing the Lakers do well, it's no matter where they get the puck, they have their head up and they're looking up the ice for an outlet pass, for a breakout pass, for a stretch pass. It's one thing this team is really good at. And it's not all about the players in blue, the players with the puck. It's also the players without the puck providing an opportunity for the pass. There's a shot after the horn by Lindell, and that'll do it for the second period. 2-0 Prior Lake. Goals coming in the first period by power play, I think. And second period, even strength, or maybe it was the other way around. Shots after 2, 20-8 in favor of the Lakers. Chaska Chanhassen next in action on Saturday evening, I think, against Eden Prairie. That will be out here in Carver County. I can't remember which rink it's at. And then on Sunday, also out in this neck of the woods against Edina White. If there's a game where you're hoping to see a Chaska Chanhassen win, if I were to pick, it's the Eden Prairie game. But that's not to say that that's a guarantee by any stretch. They're definitely one of the top in the top half of District 6. Maybe not to the level of Prior Lake and Edina White, but certainly one of the top teams. Chaska Chanhassen with their work cut out for them here in the last 15 minutes. But 2 goals, that's I think if you're saying you're playing the number 3 team in the state and you're only down 2-0 after 2, I think you might take that. Especially with having having to face 3 or 4 power plays opportunities for the Lakers. I think Chaska Chanhassen has played a pretty strong game, especially defensively. There haven't been a ton of grade A scoring opportunities. If there's one thing, though, that this Stormhawk team struggles with, it's scoring goals, and now that's what they need. So maybe we might see them taking some chances here in the third period. Fryerlake on the attack. That pass misses the mark, and now it's off the side of the net and backhanded to the glove of Brandt. Face-off won by the Lakers. Slides in on net, pushed away by Bigglebach. Kept in. Now it's Girding off a stick, and it comes out. Hokkanen goes cross ice to Lindell. Lindell down the left side. Lindell cuts inside, and that's where I'd just like to see a shot. When he had a shot opportunity, shoot it. Oh, there's a great opportunity for Bigglebach. He shot it. Goaltender was off his angle there. If he gets that on net, it's a much better scoring opportunity. And I think Blake may have seen it. I think he may have noticed as he got the puck that the goaltender was off his angle and the far side was open. Oh, there's a miscommunication or you get it, no, you get it type of thing as Brandt stopped a rolling puck on net, and then both defensemen looked at each other going, I don't want to get it. Why don't you? So then the shot came on and Brandt gobbled it up for a whistle. But that last rush there, Lindell gave up a shot, and again, in my opinion, a shot would be the thing. Here comes Kurt. His shot is blocked. If there's a player that's going to shoot with this opportunity, it's probably number 7. And this time it is blocked by a Laker defender. Lund through the neutral zone across the blue line. He's cut off. He'll just flip it in deep. Now Perry with it. Perry fighting through a check. It slides up the wall. Nice job of Perry to push it through to Lund. Lund, long shot right on. Save. Goes into the corner. And they fight for it along the half wall. See who comes out with it. And it's knocked out by Prior Lake, and it'll be Johnson to chase in his own zone. As some of these Stormhawks will go for a change. Pass up the glass, doesn't get out. Perry looking for a hit at the blue line. Prior Lake player escaped that. Up the wall to Perry, and then to Weisenen. Weisenen in with Romaka. Weisenen with some speed. He'll shoot. That gets deflected wide. Now intercepted by Palmquist, and it slides in offsides. And we'll have a face-off and neutralize as we'll get the whole Palmquist, Weisenen, Azanoff line on. 12:24 to go. In the third period, Lakers lead 2-0. Prior Lake wins the face-off in their own zone, bothered by Weisen. A nice flip-out pass by the Lakers. Now it's touched back in. Good note wave of it. Oh, there's a chance. Here's Palmquist. His shot goes high over the net. Azanoff fighting for it. Lakers win that battle. A nice little play to avoid a check by Weisenen into the zone, and we'll flip it in. Number 17 in blue is slick little player from what I've seen. His pass over to 19, shot blocked, saved right onto Brandt. Bouncing puck in front, and Brandt will gobble it up before the players in blue can get on it. Have to keep our eye on number 17, last name Casey. He's looked just on that rush. He looked pretty skilled. Bouncing puck over to Lindell. Lindell up to Hokkanen. That's intercepted. Got a good eye there by Lindell as he had Hokkanen going on the stretch pass. Now a nice play by Bigglebach. Bigglebach gets around. How do you not call that? Unbelievable. Bigglebach taken down. No call. Unreal. And now they're going to call Bigglebach coming the other direction. Unreal. Perhaps a little frustration, but that was ridiculous. Bigglebach makes a both good play and it's taken down. Awful no call, and then Bigglebach, maybe out of frustration, gets a penalty, and Prior Lake going on, I don't know, their 5th power play of the game. Shot saved by Brandt. This Prior Lake team doesn't need any help from the officials, and they're getting it in this game. Lakers with control. Pass in front, shot, score. Brutal. That's goal scored by the officials. And it's 3-0. That'll do it for this game. So it's 3-0 in the third period. Prior Lake leading. They've got 2 power play goals. And the last one, very questionable. There's a nice save by Brandt. Rebound in front. He pushed aside. Harry now in his own zone, up the left or up the right side, pushes up the wall to Ramaka. Ramaka with it, slows up, feeds it out across, goes through the legs of Kurt. He'll chase it down. Kurt now overskated, and that allows Prior Lake to skate up with it. Kurt slammed his stick against the wall in frustration. And a good hit thrown there by, unbelievable. Now a penalty coming against Perry. Perry threw a big check in Chaska Chanhassen zone, and the official wasn't going to call it until he saw that the player stayed down. You can hear Chad Lindell say there are 2 teams out here as he... I'd like to see that one back on replay to see if that was a dirty play at all. You know, checking is allowed at the Bantam level. So Prior Lake going on their, 6th, 7th power play of the game. Player able to skate off on his own power. Some discussion now at the Prior Lake bench. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Now Prior Lake advocating for a bigger penalty, which, I mean, at this point you're up 3-0. You're out shooting the Stormhawks 23-10. Frustration abounds here for the players in purple and gold. It's a shot from the right circle, easy save by Brandt into the glove with 10 minutes to play in the third period. Prior Lake leading 3-0. Let's be clear here. Prior Lake deserves to be winning this game, but they don't need the help from officials. Pass, loose puck in front, saved by Brandt. Bouncing puck comes out to Bigglebach. He'll skate it up, and now he'll slow up and then turn it out of the zone. Knocked down by Wisenen. Wisenen tried to give it over to Palmquist. That's intercepted by the Lakers into the zone. The shot off the tip of the glove by Brandt. Now it's Palmquist back around for Bigglebach. Bigglebach around for Wiseman to chase. He's cut off. And nice play there by Wiseman. And then another fanned on chance there by a defenseman to get it out of the zone. This time Bigglebach. And that allows Prior Lake to maintain control on the power play. There's that number 17. His shot blocked by Girding. He goes down in pain. And a slap shot bouncing, fluttering on net. That's kicked away. 45 seconds to go on the Perry penalty. There's a long, hard shot. Pad save by Brandt. Brandt has been good in this game. They battle for it along the half wall, and it's shuttled out. And Palmquist chasing for it as the Prior Lake player was going for a change. Palmquist, unfortunately, at the end of his shift, if he was earlier in his shift, I think he might go in on the attack. He might have won that battle. Nice play by Girding. Now it's flipped out to safety with 10 seconds to go on the Perry minor. Girding fans on the clearing attempt. Shot misses the net. Now it's Johnson. Johnson off the glass, and nice tip out by Spalding. It'll be Lindell to chase. Picked up by Spalding. Spalding has it taken off of his stick, regains control. Spalding tried to feed Lund off a skate, and it's going to come all the way down. As we're skating 5 aside with 7:45 to go in the third period. Nice pass to Lindell. Lindell to Spalding. Spalding, his shot, misses the net. Push up the wall. It'll be Ramaka to try to get it in deep for Lindell. Lindell has been out there a long time. Now Ramaka, nice job of Ramaka to get it up the wall. Unfortunately, it's on Lund's backhand. Now it's tipped out, and the official doesn't get out of the way, creating a 2-on-1. Shot off the side of the net. Off the side of the net again, picked up by Lund, I believe. Yes. Nice effort by Lund to get around a couple. Comes up with a shot save into the corner. Comes a rebound. He tries to keep it in deep. Now it slides up to Hokanen. His shot gloved. So the officials are getting help not only on the penalty calls, but when he doesn't get out of the way on a pass that's right in his skates. That created that 2-on-1 rush for the Stormhawks, or for the Lakers. Face-off won by Prior Lake, turned away by Ramaka, tipped in front by Perry. He whacks at it, and it slides behind the net. Now up the wall, it'll be Kurt first on it. Leaves it for Girding. Girding can't get it deep, fights through a check, and good effort by Ramaka to get onside and almost go on the attack. Back on the attack come the Lakers, a long shot into the glove of Brandt with 6:33 to go. Lakers lead 3-0. Shots are 26-13 in favor of Prior Lake. And you really get the feeling that if Chaska Chanhassen had been able to play a little more 5-on-5 hockey, this game could have been really tight. There's a nice pressure there by Ramaka, creating a turnover. He goes on the attack. No, that's Perry. Perry fights through a check, regains control. And Prior Lake will fight through that and get control and feed it out. One pass and they're on the attack. Gets around Girding, shot saved by Brandt. Now up to the point. Long shot, tipped in front perhaps. And Brandt frustrated, and he pushes at a Prior Lake player as Brandt, I don't think, liked that he had perhaps taken a swing at the puck after the whistle. I think they may take both Prior Lake player and the goal and Brandt, so it will be skating even. So Chaska Chanhassen will have to have a player serve, I think. Nobody's in the box either way. Actually, no, they're just going to take, oh, for crying out loud. So it'll be Azanoff to serve for Nathan Brandt's. And one of the parents for Chaska Chanhassen is exactly correct. 8-1 are the penalties. There's a shot saved by Brandt. 8-1. Wiseman tries to feed it out, kept in by the Lakers. Shot saved, kicked away by Brandt, comes up high. Shot saved by Brandt into his glove. Nice job, Nathan Brandt. He's been the star for the Stormhawks here. He has kept this Chaska Chanhassen team in the game, and they're not playing poorly. I really don't think they're playing poorly. They're playing a very good team. They haven't had the puck a lot, but part of that is because they've been on the penalty kill a lot. Pass in front, tipped away. Turnaround shot, and it's fed all the way down. And you know what? Quinn Johnson is disappointed in himself for icing that, but you know what? That's not a bad play. Also, I'm still not sure if the official coming out of his net like that is allowed. I think they're supposed to whistle that down if he comes out and say he's going to play it. Face-off won by the Stormhawks. Johnson up the wall, but it's kept in by the Lakers. Skates it in. They fight for it along the side of the net. Misses the net. Now a shot from behind, and it's just gobbled up by Brandt. Trying to bank it in off Brandt from behind the goal line, and he saw it coming and just basically made a play as a baseball player. I'm just going to stop this puck, or stop like I'm stopping a ball that's coming at me. That was exactly what it looked like there. And I'm pretty sure there's a shot tipped in front, loose puck on the side of the net, still in the crease and tipped away. Lindell throws it all the way down, and we'll have an icing. 52 seconds left to go on the Nathan Brandt penalty, served by Michael Asanoff. Face-off control by the Lakers up to the point, intercepted by Spalding. He turns and skates it up himself. Spalding shorthanded with 44 seconds on the penalty. Spalding tried to get through. Lindell, his shot misses the net. Nice play by Spalding. Now Girding pinching in. Keeps it in, gets help from Lindell, who dumps it in deeper. Prior Lake with the puck. One pass to the wall, one pass to the middle. That's behind. And Girding with a bouncing puck, able to get it up to Lindell. Puck still bouncing. Gets it over to Spalding. Spalding couldn't control it, and he wisely will regroup to Girding. Then he goes D-to-D to Bigglebach and dumped in. Spalding going for a change. And a bad angle there taken by Lindell allows Prior Lake to get a pass and out. Penalty over right now to Asanoff. And we'll have an offsides call. And a face-off in front of the Chaska Chanhassen bench with 3:57 to play in the third period. Shots are 33-13, so clearly Prior Lake has controlled play, but a lot of that is they've been on the power play for a good percentage of the game. Two-on-one chance now. Kurt with Romaka. Kurt down the right side. Kurt, his shot, save into the glove. Didn't really have a lot there to do. That was cut off by the defenseman. He noticed that Kurt didn't have real good control of it right away, so he was able to cut off the opportunity there for Kurt to get a really high-quality shot or a really high-quality pass. And there's nothing wrong with the shot. Here comes Perry. Perry drops for Kurt. He's bothered by a handful of Lakers. Couldn't do much with it there as he was on his backhand. And it's flipped ahead. Nice play by Johnson to knock it down. Feed it ahead. Kurt digs it out. Now it's Romaka with it. Romaka in the corner. Try to get it over to Kurt. Now it's down low in the corner. Prior Lake fights through some checks and goes on the attack 3-on-2 if they hurry. Drops it to the left side. Shot just missed the far post. Ramaka fights through a check. Penalty coming against Prior Lake, which is just ridiculous. It just looks like a makeup call. Just let them play hockey. Holy cow. Jeez. It's going to call interference even though the puck was right there. I just don't understand this official. Again, this one goes in the favor of the Stormhawks, but man, somebody needs to watch this official and tell him what a penalty is and what is not. Face-off 1 to Lund. Lund down to Azanoff. Azanoff down to Palmquist. Palmquist with it. Up to Johnson. Johnson back to Palmquist. Now to Azanoff. Back to Palmquist. Got to get it in front. There's a shot right on by Weisenen. That's what they were looking for, going back and forth behind the net. Palmquist back to Azanoff. Now up to Lund. Back to Azanoff. Good puck movement. Out in front comes Palmquist. Now it's off the glass. Kept in by Johnson. Getting help from Weisenen. Weisenen smartly being on the defensive side of the puck. And they're going to have a whistle for some reason? Why have a whistle? Seems like a quick whistle there, but in some ways it benefits CCHA Chanhassen as they're able to get a change. And apparently that's the end of the game. The game started at 8:30. Why don't we have 5 more minutes of ice? Wow. Okay, so Prior Lake wins with the assistance from this official right here, 3-0. Shots 34-16 in favor of the Lakers. CCHA Chanhassen falls to 2-3-1 in the district. Prior Lake improves to 5-0-2. I'm not sure why they blew it. We have an hour of 15 of ice time, but hey, whatever. Frustrating night here at Victoria Rec Center. Prior Lake 3, CCHA Chanhassen Gold 0. We'll see you Saturday evening against Eden Prairie. Thanks for watching. This game brought to you by Edge Tech Hockey.